pull up in the coupe, bad with me too, and my wanna shoot. Down payment on my wrist, could've paid tuition too. Hit them with the juke, R2, spin move. Broadmatic with the juice, used to chill with them loose. Fuck a room, I want the roof. Cabanas on the roof, bandanas on my troops. Do say diamond tooth, now pop that. Work hard, sports cars, all menage, my garage, shirt off, skirt off, off top. I'm the best, no props, make this motherfucker hot, pop that, don't stop, yeah. Floss like me, ball like me, superstar like me. Icy white tee, icy.
Okay, so did you guys hear about or see the 54-year-old white man escaped to Mexico with the 15-year-old Asian teenager? Crazy story. This happens a lot. This just made the news because it's a unique story. And he looks like the type that would do that. If I seen him on the street or anywhere, I would think to myself, something is wrong with that guy. He looks mentally unstable. And I tell people, if you take medication, please take it. All right, let's get into it. Title of this article is Black Millennial Finds Success in Call Center Industry. Now, this brother by the name of Tavere. Hopefully I pronounce his name right. It's spelled Tavere. Last name Johnson Jr. is the author of Your Average Genius. He writes, at 28, Tavere Johnson Jr. has established himself as an author, creative entrepreneur, and, as many who know him say, a forward thinker. The Jamaican-born Johnson has still another way of describing himself. Your Average Genius, or YAG for short, which also happens to be the title of his new book that should hit bookstores this year. I just tried to reveal the simple idea of the average genius who lives inside all of us, Johnson said. I use the word average not to downplay the greatness of us, but to encourage and promote courage, work ethics, drive, self-confidence, and the willingness to risk it all for what you believe in and to be great. In fact, Johnson has a unique view of stress. In one chapter of his book, subtitled Enemies and Obstacles, Johnson explains the need to battle adversity and not being overcome by stress. Most people look at the word stress and they frown upon it. He said, I actually enjoy stress. If you are stressed, it means something that you care about is at risk. So the question becomes, what are you going to do about it? I'm going to leave it there. I'll leave the link to this article in its entirety in the description box. Due to the economy and what was left for the millennials, you're going to have to be creative. You're going to have to find out what you are good in. This is what I've been saying. So I stumbled on this story and I said, I have to do a story on this. I have to do a story on this millennial. Why? Because there's not a lot of stories on millennials. People say that millennials are waiting for their grandparents and their parents to die. This is what I heard one gentleman say. Well, I use that word loosely, but you get my drift. O's of millennials are waiting for their grandparents and parents to die so they can live off of their resources. People accuse millennials of anticipating and taking fun in blood money. That's what this is, blood money. But you have a huge segment of millennials who made money being creative, entrepreneurship, having a talent and investing in it, investing in yourself. People have become too used to working for others. College is great. College is great. However, college teaches you how to be a good employee. College teaches you how to be a employee and to think that, hey, I'm going to school to work for someone else. And in this economy, that's not cutting it anymore. LA millennials, just like millennials all over America, came out inheriting absolutely nothing. So when you come out of your mother's womb and you get older and you start to explore the job market, you say, wow, there's not a lot of available jobs depending on the field you're in. I remember people used to always talk about welding. Well, if you got a degree or certificate or you know how to weld, you'll always have a job. That's not always the case. Depending on the amount of welders that are in the workforce and trying to get in the workforce. So now you have to see what you're good at. You have to see what you're good at. If you live in big cities like Los Angeles, there's Hollywood. If you can dance, you can sing, you can act, you can rap, you can produce, you have a certain look, you'll get in. You'll get in. It's networking. It's resources. You need resources. You need to know the people who to talk to, who to shake hands with, who's serious and who isn't. Johnson Jr. said, listen, I'm going to write a book on how to bring the best out in yourself. Confidence. What are you going to do about stress? People say a lot about the internet, how we are being watched. If you pay attention in the news, there has been people that went to jail and are in jail because of something they posted on Facebook. But on the flip side of the negativity, you say, look, this is a chance. This is a chance to broadcast myself, my talent. If you use the internet right, it can benefit you financially. Everyone wants to be heard and seen and taken seriously. People criticize hip hop all the time. Older people who have a problem with hip hop, they feel as though, hey, jazz is great music. Hip hop isn't. Classical music, the blues, funk, oldies, Motown. That's music. Rap isn't. Then you have people that say rap is the reason why this is going on in society. And this is the reason why people behave the way they behave. But hip hop is also an avenue for people to be able to put food on the table for their families and others. How hip hop created jobs. Radio stations are employed. Where radio stations are employed, you need a cleaning crew. You hire custodians. Advertisers pay you to advertise on your station. Food drives. Video directors. Cameramen. Clothing store. You got to look nice in your video. Advertisement. Then you hire great artists, talented artists. They generate money. So this is a multi-billion-dollar corporation. J-Lo, she got started as a background dancer. Now she acts like she doesn't know anyone. She's all brand new now. You hear people talk about how everyone has their headphones on. They don't listen. They're in their own world. Yeah, look what's going on. Look at the shenanigans. Look at all the shenanigans. The black male that is about something, he is going on about his business. He's going on about his business. He's creating his own path. They say, well, do millennials get credit? And I feel like it's not about credit. Just do you. Whatever you define success is or as, go for it. The millennial black male is minding his own business. A progressive. Yeah, he listens to hip hop. Yeah, he listens to hip hop, but he understands that it's a form of entertainment. I'm sure there's people in jail right now still from when 50 Cent first came out in G Unit. Still doing jail time behind G Unit. Just listening to that and putting it into motion. I understand it influences people. However, you have to know what's entertainment, what's real. That's entertainment. I often hear people call the Millennial L.A. black male bougie. I agree. I agree. He got his iPad, he got his Wi-Fi, he got his coffee or his hot chocolate or his Frappuccino. or cappuccino. Got his suit on. He got his glasses on. He's reading a book. He's on the Kindle Fire. He said, listen, I'm going to go into my own corner and come back with a product. Johnson Jr. said, my product is investing in yourself. He said, I like it so much, I'm going to write a book about it. That's how much I like it. That's how much I believe it can and it will work. I'm going to write a book about it. I'm going to promote it. I'm going to show people how millennials are doing based on this economy that we're in. I mean, this is a horrible economy. It's bad. If you're able to splurge, you're doing something good. You're going to have to go into business for yourself. You're going to have to get used to things changing. You see all these videos on these food boxes and people's opinion. All you do is give your opinion on social media and people come to your page and act like you're implementing these laws. I'm like, listen, I'm not in Congress. I'm just going off of information and I'm giving my opinion on it. That's it. I'm not on Capitol Hill. So people understand that times are getting harder. The dollar isn't worth what it was 10 years ago, 15 years ago, 20 years ago, 25 years ago. It's just not. So people are taking life more seriously. But when you look at all this activity that's going on online, the foolishness, this is the reason why people like me say, hey, Trump's lunch boxes, meal kits, Meals on Wheels is what you need because you took advantage of the system. You lollygagged. When people told you that things are getting serious, you said, hey, stop with the conspiracy theorist. You're a Alex Jones listener. You're this, you're that. Now you see it's happening. And so what people are going to have to do to not fall off is invest in themselves. Find out something you're good in. You're good at. You're an inner genius. You have to tap into your inner genius. It's a market for that. Tap into your inner genius market. And it's not simple. You hear someone talking about it, it's like, oh, just do it. Like, no, you have to find it. You have it's that's why he talked about stress. It's stressful. But you have to do something about it. And it's figuring things out. Bruce Wayne, you hear me say I'm Batman, I'll figure you out. Yeah, you have to figure things out. Everyone isn't taught in a specific field, right? So you're going to have to go through things, bumps and bruises. That's just life. I watch these Marvel superhero movies and people look at it in a form of entertainment and others look at it as a message. You know, I'm going to look at this to see what type of message it's giving. And one message that I got from it, one message that I got from it when I was watching Thor Ragnarok for the second time. Excellent, excellent movie. Great detail. They left absolutely nothing out. For Thor to get to where he is today, which is the king of Asgard, he had to give his right eye. That's see, when I look at movies, that's what I'm looking for. That message. So that lets you know it's not no cakewalk. And the millennials that was born in the 80s and the 90s had to figure out a way because the parents, many parents were just horrible. 80s baby, crack baby. 90 babies, freaknik, gang member babies. It's just the truth. Not being able to pass anything down, and I'm not saying money, I'm saying knowledge. Not being able to, pass knowledge down. So now people are in a position where they're going to have to create for themselves. And honestly, it's a good thing. When you go to these third world countries, they're all entrepreneurs. They all have shops on the side of the road. They sit there all day anticipating your American dollar, which it has not too much value left. But like I said, you go to the Caribbeans, the islands, the dollar is no different than their currency. You're not going to get too much off the dollar now. Now, if you go to the Philippines, oh man, you live like a king. Have your flight ticket round trip already paid for, your hotel already paid for, and just have $500 spending money. $50 you'll eat for 1 week. $50, 50 American dollars. You'll eat for the whole week, and I mean good. Manila, now, unfortunately, you'll have a lot of people begging you. Unfortunately, it's a very, very poor country. They say Manila. That's where Frazier and Ali fought. Thriller in Manila. So that goes to show you that people are going to have to do for themselves. Cut the middleman out. The middleman is the job. The middleman is the job. You're going to have to go into work by yourself, for yourself, and find out what people like. Find out what they want. Find out what's trending. He's just saying, hey, believe in yourself. This is what I'm pushing. It's just that simple. I'm making it cool for you to believe in yourself. You're inner genius. Just that simple. I'm out. Peace.